Ja Morant came in fired up once again, slicing through defenders and making tough shots, including a nice bank shot from the short corner. He never seems to run out of energy. But Draymond Green was ready for the challenge. He found Podziemski early while also baiting defenders into tough threes. Draymond's defense was locked in, saying, "You come near me, I'll make sure you leave my body." Curry was doing what he does best, heating up. Even with no Jonathan Kuminga and no Gary Payton II, the Warriors were short-handed at the wing, but that didn't slow Steph. With the shot clock winding down, he drained a three over Anthony Davis. Classic Steph moment. Moments later, Desmond Bane created some space, and Jimmy Butler dished it off for an easy bucket. Draymond made his presence felt again. He picked Jaren Jackson Jr.'s pocket and led the break, flipping it to Steph, who somehow caught the pass and nailed yet another three. In the first half, Curry was blazing hot, hitting 8 of his first 10 shots. Ja Morant tried to answer back, but settled for a few too many threes. Jaren Jackson Jr. knocked one down and then floated in another to keep Memphis close. Coach Steve Kerr had to call a timeout to regroup. Draymond Green then went coast to coast for a powerful slam, showing he still has some hops. And right on cue, Curry pulled up again. Step back, 3-ball splash. Looney, surprisingly, hit a big-time, corner three. He made one in San Antonio previously, but this one carried more weight in the moment. As the third quarter wound down, Aldama hit a deep three off a skip pass, and this one was a back-and-forth thriller. The Grizzlies kept pace with their ball movement and hustle, but the Warriors responded. Ja Morant exploded down the court, forcing defenders to react and creating opportunities. Podziemski, Moody, and Butler ran the break beautifully. Moody dropped it off to the trailing Butler for the finish at the rim. On defense, the Warriors continued their strategy, funneled Ja Morant into help defense to slow him down. Later, Draymond dished a beauty to Podziemski for a smooth layup, then Steph relocated to the corner. And you already know, splash. Another three, giving him 12 threes for the night, just 2 short of the NBA record. But Memphis wasn't done. Jaren Jackson Jr. used his left hand to score in traffic, putting Memphis back in front. Jimmy Butler drove hard down the lane, laid it in and drew the foul clutch play. He calmly knocked down the first free throw. Give him the smallest gap, and he'll slice through it. He's elite at finding seams, splitting doubles, and either finishing at the rim or dishing it out to a shooter. In the second half, his intensity was on another level. Constantly attacking, constantly pressuring the defense, Podziemski came up clutch late, hitting a huge shot down the stretch. That kind of shooting is exactly what the Warriors needed in crunch time. Meanwhile, Morant brought the ball up with purpose for Memphis, finding Williams outside and feeding Edey down low. Bane tried to finish at the rim, but Moses Moody's defense stood strong. Golden State stayed tough on defense, forcing misses and hustling on every possession. Moody grabbed the board and the Warriors kept pushing, but Memphis responded. Edey threw down a powerful dunk off a perfect assist. A costly turnover for the Warriors led to a fast break jam. Just like that, momentum shifted. Williams then hit a deep three off a Morant assist. Jay, racking up his 8th dime of the night, Golden State, still battling, got the ball back to Steph Curry. With the shot clock ticking down, he sliced through the lane and scored again. Vintage Steph, making it look effortless. But Ja wasn't done. He answered right back with another smooth finish. The defense had no clue how to stop him. He had them on the ropes in the fourth. Then came the fireworks. Curry stepped up from deep. Bang! Another long-range bomb, so quick off the catch, it was impossible to contest. Memphis came back, though with Morant feeding Edey again down low for a clean bucket, putting the Grizzlies up by 3. But the Warriors wouldn't go away. Podziemski kicked it out to Draymond Green. Splash! Draymond with a huge 3. Not the guy you expect, but he delivered. Back came Memphis. Morant pulled up from beyond the arc. Money! That gave him 51 points on the night, absolutely on fire in the clutch. But Steph wasn't going to be outdone. He responded instantly. Mid-range jumper, cash. He had 44 at this point and was locked in. Then came a turning point. Morant tried to answer but missed. The Warriors tightened up defensively, contesting every shot. Curry took advantage, carving up the defense and putting Golden State back on top. He now had 46, looking completely unstoppable. But Memphis kept fighting. Edey scored again in the paint, bringing his second-half total to double digits. Morant showed his growth by willingly giving up the ball to find the better shot. Crunch time Curry versus Morant. You knew who was going to have the ball, and Steph delivered again. Bucket. That made 48 for him. Ja came right back, driving strong to the rim, and got the finish. An incredible battle of superstars down the stretch, trading buckets, refusing to back down. Never in franchise history have we seen a performance quite like this, a true all-time moment. The crowd was electric, witnessing a record-breaking performance as a player etched his name into the team's history books with the highest single game scoring total ever. This is one fans will talk about for years to come. With everything on the line, Steph Curry pulled up from deep, but missed. It was the shot you wanted, your superstar with the game in his hands, but it just didn't fall. On the other end, Morant drove and kicked it to Desmond Bane for a potential momentum-shifting three. But that wouldn't go either. Golden State got the rebound and made the most of the possession. Draymond Green came up huge, fearless, focused, and calm under pressure. He stepped into a shot and nailed it. A massive bucket in the clutch. The crowd went wild, and Memphis was forced to call a timeout. Coach Taylor Jenkins wasn't taking any chances. With the clock winding down, this was it. The most critical moment of the night. Out of the timeout, Golden State played it smart. As Memphis looked to extend the game, they committed an intentional foul to stop the clock and try to gain one last chance. But the Warriors calmly stepped to the line, clutch free throws under pressure. The first one, good. The second one, pure. That gave Golden State a three-point cushion. Now, only a miracle three could tie it. Another timeout was called, and the chess match between coaches continued. The strategy was clear. Look for the quick score, don't force anything, and be ready to foul. Memphis went for the win, but couldn't connect. They fouled again, sending the Warriors back to the line, and once again, ice in the veins. Two more. Free throws. Money. That pushed the lead to 5 and sealed the game. Final possession. Morant kicked it to Jaren Jackson Jr. for a last hope three. No good. That was the dagger. The Warriors hold on and finish one of the wildest, most thrilling games of the season.